Today, we have a lazy father and an evil stepmom bring a little girl to tears. Time for mom to choose someone out. Let's get crackin'. Entitled father and stepmom shave my head. Mother is still mad. Context. My parents have been divorced for a long time. I have long, thick hair that the family is creepily proud of. This happened back when I was about 12 years old. My parents live a bit away from each other. My father had taken us suddenly, so we were all at his place when I started to feel itchy. I told him about it, and we went to the doctor. I had lice. Not sure how. The only time I share anything for the head is at home. The doctor checked my brothers and sisters' heads. My sister only had a few, but my brother, well, he had a lot. The doctor gave us the script for the shampoo and comb and said to my father, "You need to take special care of her, as it is longer and thicker than your other two children's hair." My father nodded, and off we went. I was hopeful to have this resolved quickly. As I had lice before, each time was with my mother, who would just use the comb, but afterwards would spend some time nitpicking my hair so she can get all the little bugs off of me. And I would always be lice-free in 3 days or less with her method. My father got on his cell phone as he was driving. Dangerous, I know. And called my mom. He had her on speakerphone so we could all hear. She picked up, and as she was starting to say hello, my father snapped, "The kids have lice. Why did you give the kids lice?" I heard my mother sigh. "I told you to check their hats." That, my brother's name, has a strange habit of getting them, and he likes to shove his hats on his sister's heads. More so, my name, since she hates people messing with her head or hair. However, she does quite well with nitpicking, said my mother in a calm voice. "Nitpicking?" asked my father. My mother told him about the methods that worked best with each of us and how to do it, even saying she could send some video demos if he was too confused. My father dismissed us. "I got this," he said before he hung up, not even saying goodbye. He drove us home after we picked up the shampoo. For some odd reason, he didn't give it to me and my siblings. The next day, our stepmother took us out. I had said, I'm not comfortable going out with lice. I don't want to affect others," to my stepmother. She smiled. "Your father told me all about that. We got it covered. We are going swimming today. Chlorine will kill the lice. It kills everything. Just stay underwater for a long time. Oh, and we got a nice surprise for you," she said with a smile. So we got lunch at a restaurant in town. Stepmom was trying to make me feel better, but kind of hard to do when she ordered me her favorite food, which I refused to eat. She takes us to the pool. I was ready to go in, but she grabbed me. "Not you. Not yet. You get a spa day first," she said, pulling me along, leaving my brother and sister at the pool. I looked back worried. "But they," I said. "Don't worry about them. Others will watch them," said my stepmother as she took me to a nearby salon. We entered, and I was feeling super anxious. I am really picky about my hair and only like it when I go to the places my mother takes me to, as the last place my father got my hair cut at came and made me look like someone cut my hair in the dark. "We are your 1 o'clock appointment," said my stepmom. The woman looked at me and said, "Her? But her hair," said the woman at the desk. My stepmom was quick. "We have the money. My husband called and already ordered the haircut. Our little girl is looking forward to it," said my stepmom. I looked at her confused. "What?" I asked, surprised. The woman behind the desk sighed and took me to the back. She washed my hair and kept apologizing to me. I had no idea why. That was until we got to the chair and she started to lop off my hair. I was staring, surprised. "Remember to shave it as close as you can to the skin. It has to be really short. Her hair is so thick, no one will notice," my stepmother called from the waiting area. I am ready to cry at this moment, as my hair is disappearing right before my eyes. People are muttering. I had no idea what they were saying, but in my mind at the time, I thought they were talking about how horrible I looked with short hair. After a while, since they had to cut my hair first, then buzz, since my hair was so long and wavy, I now had a haircut shorter than my brother's. I go back to my stepmom, who was paying the woman, whom asked, "What did she do wrong for her to get this?" She asked before giving me a lollipop. "Nothing. Thought she would feel cooler this way, as summer is coming," said my stepmother. She then took me back to the pool and told me to soak my head to kill any leftover lice. We swam for a bit before heading home. We all showered. Each of us now allowed to use the lice-killing shampoo and then had our hair combed. However, my father looked at my hair. "There's still some hair left. Her hair is too thick. I'm not able to deal with this," he said before he got a razor and shaved off the stubble on my head. Well, I had no more lice, but I had no more hair either. I was upset by this and hid in my room for the rest of the visit, refusing to come out except to eat or to go to the bathroom. Our dad dropped us off at my mom's a week later when she wasn't home. He wasn't stupid. He knew what she would do if she saw my head. Well, my mom got home and noticed we were already there, a few hours early. She was happy to see us until she saw my head. I can still hear her screams. She called my father over. He arrived about 20 minutes later. "What did you do to our daughter's hair?" she snapped, pointing to me as I was hiding my head under a blanket so not to show my hairless head. "She had lice. I fixed it. She shouldn't have thick hair to begin with," he snapped. "You have thick hair. I have thick hair. So our kid is going to have thick hair. You shaved her bald, yet you did nitpicking with the other two," she hissed. "No, just a comb. We still got lice," chimed my sister. "No, you don't. And why should I? Kids shouldn't even have lice," snapped my father. My mother rolled her eyes. "You shaved your daughter's head because you were too lazy to do your job as a father? Do you know why your daughter's hair was so long?" snapped my mother. "'Cause you think she looks cute that way?" snapped my father at my mother. My mother turned to me. "Tell your father why you were growing your hair," she said, more trying not to sound harsh with me. I peeked my head out. "I wanted to look like my favorite princess, Rapunzel," I said softly. My father gaped at me. "You told her to say that. She likes her hair like this," he cried. "Then why is she hiding?" snapped my mother. This went on and on for about an hour, until my father left in a huff, telling everyone that I wanted to be bald. I was crying at this point, as I felt so misunderstood. My mother gave me a stuffed animal and told me to relax in my room. After an hour or so, my mom showed up with a poorly made yarn wig. "Honey, I called up some friends who are currently making your hair hats, so you can at least pretend you have hair. I know how much you like your hair. Now listen, I might still be mad at him, but don't you worry. Hair grows. You will have your hair back again in no time." I spent that summer wearing lots of funny hats. He tried to shave me bald a few more times after that, but my mom had told my siblings not to let him or my stepmom get near me with any hair cutting places or devices. And whenever my father tries something we won't like, my mother reminds him his mistakes will take months to correct. And if you ask about the time with my mom, she will growl about how she is still mad at him. So what do you think about this? I feel that the father seems totally disconnected from the children, and it seems like the stepmom is on the same page with them. Why do stepmoms in these stories have to be evil? Well, let me know what you think in the comments. If you got this far, be sure to leave a like to let me know to make more like this. Don't forget to subscribe for more content and ring the bell to be first. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.